Okay, good morning, everyone. We are going to create a loop for a buyer offer today. The first thing I'd like you to do is go to mykw.kw.com, and then you're going to click the My Transaction button, which will take you right over to your dot loop screen. So today we're going to do this in 5 steps. So the first step, you're going to create a loop. Okay, and when you're working with a buyer for the first time, you want to name this by the buyer's name. Okay, I'll name it with Beth Fitzpatrick. And then once you have an offer that you're going to create for your client, then you can name it with the address. So for now, just name it with your client's name. You're going to also select a template. And this is a buyer's purchase. Click Create a Loop. All right, once you're in the loop, there's a few things that you can see. The highlighted documents are fillable, and then there are also items here that are in gray. That's when you can add a file later on. There are also items on the left-hand side that say whether they are required or optional, and that's for your compliance department. So step number 3 is the View Details button. So take the View Details button, and you're going to add as much information in here as you can. And if you are working with a buyer for the first time, remember that you're going to send them the CIS, the buyer's agency agreement, and the dual agency agreement before you actually go out with them. And then later on, you're going to have an offer for a specific property. So select the loop status. We're doing pre-offer. And then add the people. So you are automatically in here, and you can edit yourself, and you want to change the role to buyer agent and add all the information that you need. Okay, and also add your license number because it will auto-populate into all of the documents. And save. Now you see your name is now the buyer's agent. You'd also want to add a person, so I'm going to add Beth Fitzpatrick. And her email address. And the role, she is the buyer. Okay, and if you have the buyer's current address information, you can add it here and add the person. So now you have a buyer and you have yourself. Once you have an address that you're going to use, you add that all in here. Later, that will auto-populate into your fields in the contracts. And once you have all of that in there, you would save that information. Take the page all the way back up to the top and go back to the loop for step 4. And this is where you're going to choose your documents. So the first thing, if you're working with the buyer, go all the way to the bottom and choose Exclusive Buyer Agency Agreement. And click on it to open up the document. Once you open that document, it will ask you if you want to autofill. Check the roles. There's Elizabeth, and here's myself as the buying agent. Then you autofill. And see the items will automatically fill into the document, and you can then continue with the rest of this here. And once you're done, you want to save that. And then go back to the loop. And then you can actually share this with your client right here so that they can sign it right away. And you see you can add information. Hi, Beth. Please review and sign. And I can share it with her now. And now you just shared a document for your buyer. Once you have a contract, then you go back into the loop, go to the View Details page, and add your information for the property address. If it was an actual address that was attached to the MLS, it would automatically pop up. And it would fill in right here. Okay, and then for your financials, add the purchase price or your offer price at this time, your contract dates if you know them, contract information, if there's a referral, and the property. Always add the year built so that your compliance department knows whether they need to look for a lead-based paint. You save that information. Again, go back up to the top. You can go back to your loop and then fill in the documents that you'll need for your offer, which is the contract of sale. Open it up. It'll ask you to autofill. Check all the roles. And at this point, you would have had the listing agent and the seller's information in there, as well as the property address, and you can autofill. It will automatically go into your document, and then you can finish up. Happy selling, everybody. That's the quick 5-step process to creating a buyer loop offer. Thank you.